Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Fett, and with me, as always, is the lovely...
Tiftastic.
That's right, and we are glad that you are here. Tiffany, what is the Poindexter Lounge?
It's a place for nerds.
That's right, it's a place for nerds. That's why we got Weird Al right up here front and center, because he's white and nerdy. And it doesn't matter if you're white and nerdy, black and nerdy, yellow and nerdy, red and nerdy. Doesn't matter. We're all nerds, and we are all of one blood, and that's nerd blood. Viva la nerd! Welcome everybody to the Poindexter Lounge. Hey, if this is your first time, will you consider hitting that subscribe button so you can be a part of this family, right? This family of nerds. We are here for you. All right, and also hit that notifications bell so that you know when we put out new videos, which is how often?
It's like every day.
That's right.
All the time.
All the time. 24/7.
Something for everybody in there.
That's right. And then also, hey, if you would, give us a thumbs up. All right, give us a like so that we know that you're enjoying what we do here on the channel, and share the video, right?
Yes. Share the nerd love.
That's right, because we want other nerds to come and be a part of this. This isn't a closed session. This is for everybody, all right? And then also, you know what? We want to talk with you. So please, either leave a comment down in the comment section or follow us on Twitter at Enosh Music or
at Grand Tiff Tarkin.
Or collectively at Poindexter Lounge with just an X in the middle, no extra E. Or hashtag Poindexter Lounge, and let's keep the conversation going, all right? Today, Tiff, we are talking about what's in the news. That's in the news. That's a couple Saturday Night Live references here in the last week. All right. There's a bunch of little stories that have happened here in the last couple days that don't deserve like a whole episode and to try to do them as a whole video. So we're going to smash them all into one video.
Nerd smash.
Nerd smash, all right? And so let's go ahead and jump on in and just talk about this stuff.
Hashtag nerd smash.
Hashtag nerd smash. You are on those hashtags.
Yes, I am.
I tell you right now. Okay, so first of all, Tiff, do you remember watching Fantasy Island?
Yes, I do.
Or should I say Fantasy Island? Welcome to Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island, for those kids out there who don't know what Fantasy Island
white
is.
suits awesome.
Man, for sure. Ricardo Montalban, who played Khan in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, before he was doing car commercials talking about Cadillac's rich Corinthian leather, he was also on a show called Fantasy Island. Now, Fantasy Island was pretty cool in the fact that, I remember it as a kid, and I used to watch it all the time.
I watched the reruns.
Yeah? It was basically where people showed up to this island, and there was something kind of supernatural about the island, and there might have been a smoke monster, and... oh, wait, no, that was Lost. That's right, that was Lost. No, this was an island that people could go to, and they could live out their fantasies.
Yes.
And usually, by the end of it, they would figure out that, well, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, and they needed to appreciate whatever they were really living in their own life, all right? So Aaron Spelling created the series, and it ran from 1977 to 84. So why is this important? Well, Blumhouse and Sony Pictures are teaming up to reimagine this long-running ABC series as a new feature film to be helmed by the guy who helmed the Kick Butt movies. I'll just put it that way, and the Truth or Dare movie that just came out.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Jeff Wadlow. Yes, and so he's going to direct this movie. And they're going to kind of bring it now into now times. I think that
would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's a cool thing. Plus, it's Blumhouse.
Yes, we like them.
So there could be like maybe a little bit of a horror.
Yeah.
Kind
aspect.
I think that franchise could probably lend itself to that pretty well.
I think so.
It says the series often included not just dark themes but supernatural elements, and it makes it a real good fit.
With everyone liking the ghost hunters and all that kind of stuff, but to be able to put that spin on it might actually work this time.
Yes. Now, that was also that show was also famous for having a little person.
Yes.
In it.
Deplane.
So it'll be interesting to see who they cast in that role.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I look forward to that. So for all you Fantasy Island lovers out there, you can look forward to a Fantasy Island.
Does that mean that they're going to do a quantum leap? Because that's what I want.
Oh, but you know what? I don't want just a quantum leap movie.
No, I want it. I want it with Scott Bakula.
Yes.
And with the other guy before he gets way, way, way too old, just to explain
Dean Stockwell,
where they've been.
Yes, I want a proper...
What happened after the end of the episode? Where have you been? What's been going on? Why didn't you not jump back into your body? That's all. I'm just saying.
But that's not in the news. I wish it was.
Quantum love.
I wish it was. All right. Also, 20th Century Fox is reportedly at work on a prequel to the long, iconic 1990s baseball film, The Sandlot.
It was a good movie. Do we need another one, though?
I could understand a sequel.
Sure.
Hi, Bobby Moynihan. We're back again. Yes. Pretty sure they got everything covered in the first one.
Yep.
Unless, they were to do a sequel, but this says it's a prequel.
Yeah, that's what I meant is... I don't know.
What are they, in diapers?
Maybe.
They weren't that old to begin with.
Really killing me, Smalls.
This diaper is rank, Smalls. So there's no... it just celebrated its 25th anniversary. Now, look, I loved The Sandlot. Mm-hmm. I still love The Sandlot. I think it's great. But...
Not everything needs a prequel.
What's the prequel thing? I don't get that. All right, but no word on the storyline.
Maybe the parents?
They all used to play baseball in the same Sandlot?
I don't know.
This is a supernatural Sandlot. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. If you like The Sandlot, there's a new prequel coming out, possibly. So
The Mudlot.
It'll be interesting. We'll keep you informed on that one. Also, DC Animation. Now, this would be cool to see live action. But yeah. DC Animation is working on...
It's crypto.
Yes, they're working on a Super Pets movie.
I think our Wookiee dog might like watching this with us.
Yes, that would be so cool. So it looks like Swamp Thing's dog. It looks like Ace the Bat Hound. Bat dog.
It's a bat dog.
Lives in a bat cave, little bat dog. Half bat, half dog. Gets weirder every time. All right, so it's being done by...
Why does that dog have like 8 legs?
I'm not sure.
Is that Spider-Man's dog?
Well, Spider-Man wouldn't be in DC, honey. You know that.
I know, but there's so many legs on that dog.
So, apparently, they're saying pets in comics have included Crypto the Superdog, Aquaman's Seahorse Storm. I wasn't even aware of that one. I knew he rode seahorses, but okay. Damian Wayne's dog, Titus. Harley Quinn's hyenas, Bud and Lou. Bud and Lou.
Me likey.
Bat Cow. I have some research to do. Mama had a bat. Mama had a cow. Clay Critter.
Is that like Clayface?
Clayface. Flexi the Plastic Bird. I have never heard of some of these.
No.
I know about Streaky the Cat, Streaky the Super Cat, Beppo the Super Monkey, and Comet the Super Horse. Star Wars figures are falling. They don't like it. Bat Cow, I've never heard of. Clay Critter and Flexi the Plastic Bird. I have no clue. But that would be...
They're going to be in a show, though, so...
It'd be an interesting live action.
Yeah, it would.
To see. In the DCEU.
Yes.
Yes, part of the official DCEU. You heard it here, folks. It's not going to happen, but...
It'd be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool if it did happen. All right. Okay, so Tiff, we did a story on this a few weeks ago, and that is there is a new Terminator movie coming out.
Yep.
New Terminator movie with Linda Hamilton, and now we get our first picture.
Which looks pretty kick butt.
Yes, it does. Say. Yes, it does. Now, the photo showcases the three female leads. Natalia Reyes as Danny Ramos. Mackenzie Davis as Grace, and of course Linda Hamilton as the now seasoned warrior version.
She looks like it.
Of Sarah Connor. And of course this also stars Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She looks like she's seen some things.
She's seen things, man. She's seen things. That woman's in her 60s.
I know.
Isn't that crazy? She's got a sawed-off shotgun and mortar launcher.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens
now, there's already people complaining about this. She's holding some rebar in her arms, in her hands. So there's already people complaining about this, though, saying that, they're going to ruin another franchise by making it all about girls. You're a girl. What do you say about that?
I think that looks kick butt. I want to join their team. So.
You heard it there. Tiff-tastic is going to the future.
Hashtag.
How do you spell that exactly?
I would use emojis.
Yeah, no, I saw a bunch of comments about this today, and people complaining, saying, "Where's Arnold? It's like he's gonna be in there. Chill. It's one
Simmer down
picture.
Now.
It's one picture, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand why everybody's freaking out. Okay. Also, Tiff.
Yes.
we have our first picture from Star Wars Episode 9. Are you ready?
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Motherboard? Oh.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Sorry.
It's like the
Looks
camera.
like Finn.
It does look like Finn, which I'm a little confused at because they said that Finn was going to have longer hair in this, and
he looks like it's more like flat top.
Yeah,
but
he
that's
does.
only because it's fuzzy. I don't know.
You know who he looks like in this fuzzy picture? Who is that lady on What's Happening?
Lady?
Yeah, he kind of looks like he looks like the lady who ran the little diner on What's Happening with Raj and Rerun. You remember her? What was her name? I can't remember her name right now. If you remember her name, please leave it down in the comment section. But so this is our first official look at Star Wars.
It's a little blurry, so I'm not 100% sure, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to just be seeing anything.
Yes. From
Star Wars Episode 9. I'm glad that we are getting that underway. All right, and then also moving right along, this is pretty cool. Brent Spiner is joining the cast of Supergirl.
Nice, and we met him too.
Yes, we did. We met him at Comic-Con last year.
He was actually a germaphobe.
He was.
He didn't want to shake hands. He would only fist bump or elbow bump.
And he said he had a cold.
Yes.
And he didn't want to give it, so that's fine. But I'm kind of sensing a pattern, though, with these Star Trek The Next Generation stars. Because
that's right.
Because this year we met LeVar Burton.
That was last year.
Well, that was last year. Man.
Yes, it was.
Man.
Because it was just you and me. No kids.
Wow. It's been a long time. But we
met our other younger Superman from Smallville this year.
That's right. But LeVar Burton, too.
Yep.
Didn't shake hands. Just went with a little fist bump. And that was it. So what do you think of this? So, Linda Carter is the president in Smallville. So what do you think about Brett Spiner being the...
I want to see what he does. I mean, they've got to do something to bring it back. I thought this was the last season for Supergirl.
No.
Correct? No. Maybe there's so many different shows that are going and coming in and just I know.
I mean, if it keeps going the way that it's been going, it could be the last season of Supergirl.
But I think that it's going to be interesting to see what he does because he's done awesome as Data and just being like a robot. But then he looks so cool when he's in Independence Day with the long hair as like the crazy scientist. So I'm interested to see what he can do with something in between both of those.
Yeah. And I love Brent Spiner. Like you said, I loved him in Star Trek. I loved him in Independence Day.
He's very versatile.
He is. And so I'm willing to give him a shot. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to give Supergirl another try. It's been rough, but I'm willing to do it. Okay, Tiff, now this is a fun one.
Yes.
And I'm pretty excited about this one. And that is for all of us kids who grew up in the 80s.
I saw this one on Twitter today.
Where's your cat? That's right, Alf.
Every time I see Melmac dishes, it makes me think that that's where he's from.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you what.
Put your cats away.
If you don't know who Alf is, Alf stood for alien life form. Mm-hmm. He was from the planet Melmac.
Yep.
He ate cats.
Yep.
Although he
never really physically did in front of us, but he always would like grab one, like try and take it away, or pretend like he was trying to bite it. But he was just a super funny, fuzzy. Yeah.
He'd get like real close to eating that.
But he was like a puppet.
What? I wasn't going to eat it. I was just going to taste it.
But he was more like a puppet or a Muppet because he was always behind the couch or he was always like in a space where you can't see, his feet. But it was just one of those...
But every once in a while...
Yeah, once in a while they would, just like they would in the Muppets. But it was one of those things that...
He'd be running around.
Yeah.
Guy in a suit.
But I remember my brother having one of those stuffed animals. He was like... Because he looked like a... What? I don't even know what... But he had the cool, like... comb over hair, like the flock of seagulls haircut.
Now, do you remember where Alf's heart was?
I have an idea, but I don't want... I live with 3 boys, so I don't know if it's correct. It's in his butt?
No, it was not in his butt. Alf's heart was in his ear.
Ah.
Yeah, that's why his ear was kind of shaped like that. So, yeah.
The bigger one?
I don't know. They both look the same,
but that one looks a little bigger. But
maybe he's got 2 hearts. I don't know. But but Alf spawned a cartoon series, and
I remember the cartoon,
and it was around for quite a while. Now
it was a nice family show, though.
Now I remember. Do you remember how Alf ended? They did like a TV movie, and it was totally different. It was a sitcom that was just on a soundstage and stuff like that. But they did it. They did the finale. It
Did
was
he
it
go
was
home
either
or something?
you know what it was either
I don't
that
remember.
you know what actually I'm trying to remember, and of course after
If you guys know or find the link down, put it down below for us.
and if I get this wrong, please don't like
land-based
cremate me in the thing. I've already gotten that a little bit today. But no, so I think it was the last episode he got the chance to go home.
Okay,
But the
that's
whole
fine.
show ended. That's what it was. The show ended on the fact that he was going to go home. The spaceship came. He was going, and then the FBI came in at the last second and snagged him, and that was it. And that's how the show ended. And it was like, what? And then I think it was like a year or two later they did a TV movie of
Okay.
Alf, and I can't really remember what happened to that because obviously I didn't see that very much.
Yeah.
But it kind of picked up from there. But that was the last we saw of Alf. So I'm interested to see.
Is it supposed to be continuation?
No, it sounds like it's a reboot. It is. It's a reboot. Reboot. Yeah, they are considering. Warner Brothers is considering an Alf reboot, and I'll just kind of read you
The
what it says here.
same puppet and everything?
Yep. I don't know. It says Warner Brothers Television is currently exploring the idea of a reboot of iconic NBC late 1980s sitcom Alf. Murray Chapman penned the original series about a small, furry, arrogant extraterrestrial from the planet Melmac who's taken in by an average American family. Max Wright, Ann Sheeding, and Paul Fusco starred. Despite 30 years having passed, Alf has remained a part of pop culture and is still regularly referenced. A search is underway for a writer for the new project.
He's even a pop vinyl.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, well, I would guess that they probably reimagine him a little bit, and
make him a little more relevant.
make him a little, bring him into
This.
bring him into where we're at here. Yeah. So so finally, I want to talk about Henry Cavill and Superman. So, what in the world is going on with
What's up with that?
Superman? So we got a lot of good stuff, and I love the fact that DC right now is working on these lesser known characters, bringing in Shazam.
Yep.
We're getting the Aquaman movie. Some not necessarily lesser known, but some of these characters that haven't gotten the
Screen
spotlight,
time
right?
that
So
they
that's
need.
good. But where is our Man of Steel
2.
sequel? That's what I want to know. Where is the Man of Steel sequel? One, and then also
We've had him in Batman vs. Superman, and we've had him in Justice League, but we've not had him in his own movie.
I've had a lot of concern because recently I've seen a lot of reports that have been floating around that apparently Henry Cavill is up to renegotiate his deal with Warner Brothers to star as Superman more. And Henry Cavill has come out publicly and said that he wants to be Superman.
Oh, yeah, he loves it.
He loves being Superman. He wants to continue being Superman. I mean, and so...
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and so I've seen reports now that, well, apparently Tom Welling.
Yeah, I know.
Tom Welling didn't want to be Superman. But, so Henry Cavill has embraced this and wants to be this character. And so now there's all these little stories that go back and forth because apparently Henry's manager is The Rock's ex-wife or something like that. That's why him and The Rock are all... Yeah, but The Rock gets along with his ex-wife, and so I guess he's...
Lucky?
I guess she's... I guess she's his manager too. And so there's all this talk. They're going back and forth. You can't decide... They can't seem to decide in the reports whether or not Henry Cavill is kind of putting his foot down and wanting more money and saying, I'm an A-list star, which, look, I love Henry Cavill, but I'm not really sure he's A-list star. He's been in the DCU movies. He just finished... being in Mission Impossible, and
Which
that's
he looks
great.
kick butt there too.
There's talk about Henry Cavill possibly becoming James Bond.
He was also in Man from UNCLE. He's trying to branch out a little bit.
Yeah, he's got some of these smaller movies going on, but I don't know if he's A-list yet. I mean, he is Superman, but and if he got the James Bond role, actually they were seriously considering him before Daniel Craig, and the only thing was they said he was too young. Which I thought was ironic because it was the same thing kind of with Superman. He auditioned for Superman when he was very young.
Wasn't it when he was with the Count of Monte Cristo?
No, it was after that.
A little after?
Yeah, but still, yeah. I mean, so he didn't get that role.
Movie?
And he was. And so then also, like I said, it'd be interesting because he was up for the role.
Yep.
Daniel Craig, they went with an older actor. And so now that he's older, I could see Henry Cavill as James Bond.
Well, now that we've seen him with the mustache and how it can age him.
Yeah, I could definitely see him as...
#MustacheGate.
But I mean, so that's kind of where we're at now, and so the reports can't seem to hit it straight of whether or not He's being demanding. His manager's being demanding.
Or the story's just all discombobulated.
Yeah, I mean, because at one point there was a story last week about how him and Ben Affleck were now gunning up for this new Batman Superman movie, that they were going to be buddies now, friends, kind of the anti-Batman versus Superman.
Martha Love.
And that was going to happen, and then all of a sudden, before we know it, we get these reports that, oh, Ben Affleck's out again, Henry Cavill might be out again. Are they going to recast Superman?
Oh, you cannot do that.
Yeah, what do you think about this, Tiff?
I do not like that idea at all, because we thought that our favorite Superman was Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
And then no one could really come close to that. And then we finally got Henry Cavill, and we fell in love. I mean, man crush for both of us.
Yes. So.
But it's also the one that he embodies Superman. You look at him, and he is Superman.
Yeah, so...
You can't take that away from us, Henry Cavill.
No, so I really hope that they get this worked out. In DC, Warner Brothers, look, you guys have been flirting with all these movies, right? We get all these reports every other week of a movie, here, and now this Batman and Superman movie, and
Superman 2.
He still may show up in Shazam. That's a rumor that he may show up in Shazam, and I would love that.
Yes, but give us Man of Steel 2.
But one thing that everybody seems to agree on is we want Man of Steel 2. Doesn't have to be called Man of Steel 2. Just give us a second Superman movie that's a Superman proper movie. And for any of you out there who think, no, Superman's overpowered, Superman, we don't want Superman, whatever. Really? Because I'll tell you right now, the one thing about Justice League, people can say whatever they want to about Justice League, but when Superman showed up at the end as Superman proper, the
costume, everything.
Yeah, the costume and the attitude and everything like that, people were cheering for that Superman. People were loving that. They wanted that again.
We need more of that.
We as a society need more of that, all right? So please, Warner Brothers, listen to us. It's kind of like... Oh, go ahead.
Even when he was fighting the Justice League in the beginning, he was kick butt because of him holding off all these different superpowered human beings. And then even when Flash came around and he did that thing during... He showed...
crap.
Exactly. But it's like he showed that from start to finish in that movie. So just give him another chance to explain more of his world in a second movie.
Yeah, and I saw a video this week that talked about it, and I had to fully agree with this, and that is Warner Brothers is kind of doing the whole thing that they're doing with Star Wars, right? Where it's nobody really cares about Luke Skywalker and all that stuff. Everybody's more about Han Solo and stuff. So they give us a Han Solo movie, which I enjoyed the Han Solo movie, and then they kill off Luke, right? And so they just kind of, we want the hero. Everybody's like, oh, Batman, Batman, Batman.
We've had enough Batmans. We need some time with Superman.
We need some Superman time, okay? So Warner Brothers, please hear our cry. And give us some more Superman. All right, please. Well, hey, guys, that's it for today. That's all the news that is fit to be reported. And, hey, we're so glad that you joined us today. It's kind of a different kind of news day or whatever, but we just wanted to bring you some of these stories. Try to put it all into one. Wanted to bring you some of these stories and get your opinions. So, hey, let us know what you think about these stories down in the comments section. What stands out to you? What would you like to see? Are you down for some of this stuff or not? We want to know. So please leave a comment down in the comments section and let us know. Until next time, my name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Fett, and with me as always...
Lovely Tiptastic.
Hey, she took off right where I wanted her to. All right, guys, until next time, bye-bye.